Hello everyone, this is John.
And this is Murat.
Welcome back to Hits of Our Lives and let's begin.
Wow, it's so amazing to be back with our 11th episode. We have a lot to talk about. So
Yes,
exciting.
I don't know if it's that exciting because the charts aren't exciting at all. I mean, we've been talking about this forever. But yeah, there are some new developments, new releases. Though some parts of the chart remain the same, and it's gonna remain the same. There are some exciting things happening, so keep listening.
Yeah, especially I think what I'm so excited about this week is how not just top 10, but we are seeing some real developments, real diverse genre, cross-genre songs coming up and really catching our attention. I'm so excited for that part especially.
Exactly. I mean, the latter half of top 20 is more exciting than the top 10.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there has ever been a time in Billboard chart history where it has been so.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be talking mainly about positions 11 to 20 or 25.
Yeah, this is a different era, you guys. So I guess we have to maybe get used to it, or we should also brace ourselves for the changes that are upon us.
Maybe this is a new reality.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But we shall start with Man-Child. Congrats, Sabrina, for getting that second number one hit.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's gonna be its last week at number one.
Yeah, I mean, last week, during our last episode, we talked about how Man-Child and Ordinary were in a close race, neck to neck.
Yeah.
And the chart points and the streams were so similar, though Sabrina Carpenter debuted atop the streaming songs charts. Mm-hmm. This week, I think we have seen Man-Child lose some ground, especially in the streams part, right?
Exactly. I mean, Talk of the Charts just predicted that it is down 23% compared to last week. That is a huge decline, actually. Yeah. And people were talking about Man-Child becoming the song of the summer, but Ordinary is back at number one with a huge lead over Man-Child. So Ordinary isn't going anywhere, and it's looks like it's gonna be the song of the summer, as we have predicted like 2 months ago.
So I think it's what is really thought-provoking is that I think based on Talk of the Chart predictions for next week, we're seeing a riveting top three, I think. Because, for example, again, based on the predictions, we're seeing What I Want by Tate McRae and Morgan Wallen gaining the upper hand in streams, while Man-Child, in terms of total unit consumption, has the upper hand. But Ordinary kind of reaches its number one position thanks to its increase in radio play. So I think that's a very kind of diverse and eclectic kind of elements being really played into one another, right? What do you think?
Exactly. I mean, in radio, Ordinary is number one, right?
Yeah.
Currently in US radio. We say that streaming rules the charts, but here we see that radio is determining what's gonna be coming number one.
Yeah.
So Ordinary is like the example of that.
Yeah. When the streams are so close and so similar.
Radio is what makes the difference.
Yeah.
That's another reality of the Billboard charts at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
And the radio support is increasing for Ordinary, and that's what's gonna make it the song of the summer, because radio holds on to these songs and it never lets go. I mean, we know this from Lose Control, which is still number one in adult contemporary. We know this from Beautiful Things. We know this from a bar song. So Ordinary is actually joining these three songs, and probably we're going to be talking about Ordinary next year. So it's another dinosaur. Baby dinosaur.
But I think what I so much love about what Alex Warren is doing with his team is that, he's recently, a few weeks ago released a song called Bloodline, and now he's preparing to release another song with Rosé.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be another chart force, I think. Rosé is doing great in US, and she's like the most global of global member of Blackpink.
Yeah.
And that is gonna have some chart longevity too, I think. And it seems like a great song, and both are very sweet, very cute, and that video is everything. I keep watching it. Both are very cute, and I think it's gonna have some legs.
Yeah.
And Ordinary just entered its 13th week at number 1 in UK charts.
Wow.
For a US-based artist, I think that's amazing. And I think Alex Warren is the top US artist in UK chart history to have that many weeks at number 1.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge.
I think history.
As we started to talk about, a couple of almost, more than 5 weeks ago, how Ordinary has its own naive sound that Alex Warren brings with his authentic songwriting, and how he is now releasing song after song and not just holding on to one song. I think we have to, be like hats off to him, being so productive and all that. So I think what he does, what he has been doing, and as last week we talked about how he's so benevolent across all of these, chart, let's say, quote unquote, stan audience really going back at him. So I think we really, have to applaud him for being, productive and being so graceful.
He's very eager to make it happen for himself. So I think he's going to go places, and we are actually witnessing the birth of a new star.
Yeah.
He has that appeal. He has the songs. And he is eager to make it happen. So congrats, Alex Warren. We said we weren't going to talk about the top 10, but here we are.
But I mean, the upcoming song with the Rosé on my mind, it's on our minds, so we can help it.
Definitely on our minds. It's going to be out this Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the latter part of the top 20, and let's talk about Mud first. Yeah.
God, that song, I'm so excited how the latter half of the top 20 on Billboard Hot 100 is now coming into shape with all those types of songs, Mud and also Ravyn Lenae's Love Me Not.
Exactly.
Those R&B sounds coming up on the Hot 100. That's so interesting to see.
Yeah, we haven't been seeing that for a long time, I think.
Yeah, maybe except for Lose Control for
maybe that's more like pop and soul, and
you're right.
Leans into R&B a bit, but Mott and Love Me Not are straight contemporary R&B.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting. Yeah. Maybe it kind of predicts the future of what is coming in.
Yeah. Do you think that we're going to see, the end of 90s, beginning of 2000s, the impact of R&B, sometime in the near future?
I hope so. This certainly is a sign for that. I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
But you never know. Country is pretty big. Rap is declining. So we kind of need a new genre to pop up and become popular. I'm hopeful.
And also I think it makes so much sense, in the week that we just celebrated Alia's Try Again hitting number 1 on Billboard Hot 100 and its 25-year of anniversary. These R&B songs coming up, right?
Exactly, and people have been commenting on the retrospective post saying that Aaliyah is one of the artists that shaped R&B, and wish she were here with us right now.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
So sad, actually. But she definitely made an impact in R&B right now. And Try Again is a timeless song.
Definitely.
And many of the today's younger R&B stars are crediting her as one of their influences. So I'm hoping we're gonna see more of R&B stars coming up, and Leon Thomas and Ravyn Lenae are two rising stars at the moment.
Yeah, and I think, coming back to the expected chart predictions, it's also super interesting that, the top 10 is kind of losing points in terms of streams and totally into consumption. But, Mud is expected to increase maybe in chart rank just by remaining stable. So it's also, I think, so descriptive in terms of the chart era that we're in, I think.
Yeah. I think it's doing great on radio too. It's currently #1 in US rhythmic radio. So it's holding on. The streams are stable.
No.
Actually, I mean, you can't help but think that if the dinosaurs at top 10, if they were to decline, Matt would have seen a top 10 peak.
Yeah.
And it would be huge for Leon Thomas, for a rising star.
Yeah.
It would be a huge accomplishment.
Definitely.
I wish it was so.
Yeah.
But if Matt holds on there and the dinosaurs above fall below it, we're going to see a top 10 peak, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was certified platinum, actually.
Wow.
That's huge,
wow.
too.
Wow.
And he released a remix version with Chris Brown. We talked about that, I
Yeah.
think. And that also drove its streams as well.
Wow. I mean, it definitely has to have increasing streams to crack top 10 because it has been stable for some time now. It's currently kind of having some airplay push, like I said. So I think that will be the determining factor.
Exactly. I mean, he worked towards making it stable. Like he released remixes. I think there are 2 remixes. And also released the deluxe version of his album. So he kept doing things to sustain that performance. So that was smart on his behalf, actually.
Yeah. And also maybe going to another R&B amazing person that maybe we can mention is, as we said, Ravyn Lenae with her Love Me Not. I mean, this time we're seeing it cracking huge positions on US Spotify, on all streaming platforms. I mean, wow, huge congrats.
Yeah, some people are saying that it is the actual song of summer. It has been popular for quite some time, but it's increasing in radio and streaming. And Ravyn is actually opening for Sabrina Carpenter. And I think she's gonna be on Lollapalooza too in July. So she's working towards making her sound popular and with the new generation as well. I mean, opening up for Sabrina is a huge deal. Making her name known for a different audience. I mean, Sabrina and Ravyn Lenae I think they have different audiences. Different type of music. So it is a smart move.
Yeah, definitely. And also, looking maybe at the US Spotify figures, last week we have seen Ravyn Lenae's Love Me Not cracking number 6 on weekly Spotify on the recent chart week, which is a peak. New peak for her. And also just, starting the new chart week on Friday, we're seeing her at number 7 and number 6 on daily Spotify in the US. So the song is still going strong. So I think that has a lot to say in terms of what we can expect even further.
Exactly. And again, if the dinosaurs weren't there, she would have a top 10 peak. And that is, again, huge for an artist like her, so young, and I can't help but get excited for her future because she's amazing.
Definitely. And also, I read one of her interviews, and she says that she really loves Chappell Roan, she loves Doja Cat, and also she's been referencing Nelly Furtado a lot, as she said. So I think we hear some influences, right?
Exactly. I mean, her voice is kind of similar to me. Not that similar, of course, but Nelly has had that authentic, eclectic sound.
You catch that vibe. And especially, I think, in Love Me Not.
Love Me Not.
Yeah, specifically that song, I think. With that kind of cross-pop influences, etc. So, wow, I mean, what a song, what a huge song. I mean, wishing all the best, definitely.
Exactly. We're going to be seeing more of her, hopefully.
Yeah. And I think what is also maybe, after, talking a little about these R&B stars, future superstars of Philly, cracking the latter half of the top 20 of Hot 100. Also, maybe we can talk about the other genre artists that are coming really strong.
Country.
Yeah, especially, I mean, wow. I mean, these country people, I don't know, maybe we talked about Riley Green.
Yeah,
now,
last week.
This week, we've seen Moroney, be coming up with a huge US Spotify debut.
Yeah, I heard that actually.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Moroney before. I think she's a new artist, right?
Yeah, I think she had her debut in the 2020s. So I think she's really new, and I think she's so young.
Yeah, I've seen the video. Or was the visualizer? I don't know.
Yeah.
She kind of reminded me of Christina Aguilera, actually. The looks, I mean, of course, not the sound.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the song?
I think the song is super country, but also it has that kind of appeal that we see a lot for the songs that the Gen Alpha and the Gen Z audience, I think, listens to. I mean, it also has those vibes, especially in the visuals, in the video, and I think the way she acts, the way she communicates on her social media, and I think she has that kind of current appeal of Carrie Underwood in the 2020s or something when Carrie Underwood just started to come out.
Yeah, I thought of Carrie Underwood too when I first heard the song, actually.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of her.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I think another country artist that is now coming up on the chart is Ella Langley. With her Variant for the Wind.
Yeah.
So we also, based on Talk of the Chart predictions, it's expected to reach a new peak at number 23.
That's amazing. I mean, I've never heard of Ella Langley before, and here she is with a top 25 peak at Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I've listened to the song. It's nice.
Yeah.
A dramatic video.
Yeah.
So country, actually, but it is a great song, actually, and she kind of reminds me of early Taylor Swift, actually.
Yeah.
The looks, the way she acts, and that's aura that she has.
And I think Megan Moroney's looks resembles Carrie Underwood, but I think her sound, Ella's sound, resembles Carrie Underwood, right? Her vocals, the way she belts, right? That kind of
that before he cheats
rasp.
Vibes.
Yeah, that rasp is
early Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, country, R&B, all of those genres happening at the same time.
Yeah, these are all new stars, very young stars. So these actually are exciting parts of the Billboard Hot 100 at the moment, because there's even no point of talking about Beautiful Things or Lose Control at the moment. And they're gonna be there for a while. That's
just when you mention Beautiful Things, I think we need to talk about we need to talk about Benson Boone, right?
We kind of have to, and we need to, and we want to, and we should.
I mean, where should we start? We should start maybe from the album release.
Yeah, we should start there. There's a lot to talk about Benson Boone.
Yeah.
The album is released American Heart.
Yeah.
Was it American Heart?
Yeah, I think it should be, yeah.
It was just released on Friday. 10 songs. Pretty short for an album in this age, actually. And it's gonna be, I think... It is gonna hurt its position in Billboard 200, because the more songs you have, the more streams you're gonna have too. So it's gonna be tough for it to break into top 10. I'm not expecting a top 5. But he's back with another video, Mr. Electric Blue.
Yeah. Definitely.
I loved the video, by the way.
Definitely. I mean, the visuals and the way they kind of scripted it, right?
Yeah, he pokes fun at what they have been saying about him.
Yeah.
People are criticizing.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of hate for Benson Boone on social media.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a great musician.
Yeah.
He definitely is going somewhere. He works hard. The songs are great.
Yeah.
I don't know what's there to complain
Yeah,
about.
I mean, I think this thing there we're witnessing, with the rise of social media to gargantuan levels. I think a lot of these social media hate and kind of criticism and complaint to all of these artists.
Yeah, even Alex Warren complained about that last week.
So I think he's so smart by kind of turning the tables around. And doing it in a way that
exactly.
I kind of embrace all of the things that you're saying, but I'm looking on my way.
Yeah. I have a passion. I have a mission.
Yeah.
And I'm working towards it.
Yeah.
And here I am, he says. And he puts on a great show.
Yeah, he did. He does, and he did every time.
The way he talks, the way he acts, he's going to become a superstar, I think, one day.
Yeah.
So we're witnessing the birth of another star, hopefully. But yeah, the album rollout was a bit, I think, there are things we should talk about.
Yeah, maybe. I'm
not sure if it was a smart move.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even see, half of the songs charting on global Spotify.
Why do you think that is?
I think the whole it's about the release strategy, I think, of the album, because I mean, with Benson Boone, as we have been talking about, we have had people focusing so much on Beautiful Things. Then we had the new songs coming up. Sorry, I'm Here for Someone Else, Mr. Electric, Mystical Magical, and now Mr. Electric Blue, etc. So it was more of a single strategy. It was like, it wasn't like the release of the album, but it was about the release of the singles and how we want people to focus on the singles. So I think, I don't know, I mean, it looks like, I mean, the kind of the focus of the label and his team wasn't on the album, but just on the singles.
Maybe they were trying to recreate Beautiful Things' success by releasing one single after another and see what sticks.
Yeah.
But nothing just stuck.
Yeah.
Actually, because Sorry, I'm Here for Someone Else is doing decent.
Yeah.
Mystical Magical is doing decent as well. It's I think it's gonna be the best performing track on the album.
Mm-hmm.
But since they aren't focusing on one song, there are like multiple songs in the latter,
all over the place.
In the latter part of top 30. And Beautiful Things is still top 10.
Yeah.
So and they release a video for a song that is not gonna be a hit. That's Mama's song. But they're not releasing a video for Mystical Magical, which is it is the hit of the album. So I'm not sure. I agree with their strategy
there is one thing that I'm hopeful about, which is the recent rise of Mystical Magical. I mean, we have talked also in our previous episode and also recently on our social media that, I mean, if the team focused on Mystical Magical, if they kind of share the support on radio that they give for Sorry, I'm Here for Someone Else and also Beautiful Things for Mystical Magical, then maybe we can see a really higher hit, more huge hit. And I think Mystical Magical is doing now very well on US Spotify. Really kind of being stable on top 10. So I think that's some hope, I think, for Benson Boone.
Maybe the team, the Benson Boone team, is going to decide, okay, we are focusing on Mystical Magical. Let's keep working for that and release a video and make it top 10. Maybe they're going to finally decide. But here they are with another video and a high production, video for Mr. Electric Blue. Is it going to be the next single? Are we going to be seeing more Benson Boone songs?
I mean, when they could have just focused on Mystical Magical while releasing the album, that they come up with a totally new video. I mean, why? We don't know.
I don't know either.
At least, I guess, it's number one on Spotify's today's top hits playlist, right? I mean,
that's a sign.
Yeah.
But the predictions say that it's gonna be doing around 35K So which is, I think, close to top 10, but not close to
For the
top
album,
5.
you mean, right?
Yeah. The album is gonna be debuting around top 10, like 10 or 9. But his the previous album did more than 50K, I think. 58K.
So another half the streams, half the sales, half the consumption. I mean, but, that's the kind of the trend that we're experiencing.
Why is it so?
Yeah.
But Sabrina had a huge hit,
Of course.
Espresso, and please follow that.
Of course.
And here, Benson Boone's the hugest hit is Beautiful Things, and the previous album had that, so that's why it opened with huge numbers. Not huge, but bigger numbers. Here, he doesn't have that hit. Thanks to his label.
And I think I'm also quite curious about if this team of being half of something of last year is meaning something towards a greater picture. I mean, we've talked we've been talking about how the streaming for focusing on a specific song or a specific album hasn't been around lately like last year. So I think maybe this is not a coincidence. Maybe this is the current trend that we're experiencing right now. I mean, I'm
not sure who's benefiting from that.
I mean, definitely no one. I think they can't get the mass audience to focus on a specific album or a specific song, except for Morgan Wallen's album.
I mean, if I was Benson Boone, I would prefer having another top 10 hit, Mystical, Magical, rather than Beautiful Things spending 200th week top 10. I mean, certainly the label is thinking about something. They have a plan. We're not sure what.
I mean, definitely, because last year we were seeing like weekly 50 million plus something streams for a song. Now it's we're not even seeing 30 million somethings. That's even so hard.
Last week, Sabrina.
It's
27 million. We are living in interesting times for starts. So let's move on to some new releases.
Let's talk about them.
Somber.
Wow, yeah. I think another huge future pop star. He's doing already great, as we talked about in our previous episode. He recently released a new song called We Never Dated. I think that's definitely, a great song with great sounds. I mean, he has been kind of teasing it on TikTok lately with his audience, and I think I've been recently watching in some of his clips in terms of how he engages with his fans at his concerts. I think his energy is amazing, and I think it's so infectious watching him. So, wish him all the best. Though his recent song didn't do well currently, at least versus his current 2 hit songs.
But Undressed and Back to Friends are doing great. They're performing together. They are both hits and still attracting attention. They haven't peaked, in my opinion. So this new song is more like something to support his popularity, and those 2 songs, like Here I Am, producing more songs, and I think he's doing great. I love the song. It might even be my favorite among the 3.
Wow, really?
Wow. But again, he deserves to be, I think, much higher on the charts.
Definitely.
We'll see. Hopefully he's gonna go places.
So I guess we have another upcoming release that we can be super excited, right? On June 27. That is, this time it's not a duet, but a song.
Do they have a word for that? So you mean Barbara, Ariana, and Mariah? Barbara Streisand is releasing her new album of duets, and they have a song together, all 3. It's called One Heart, One Voice, produced by Walter F. Hennessy if that's the
Wow,
right way to
that's I
pronounce.
think super interesting, right?
Yeah, I mean, Mariah and Walter were working together in the 90s, and they produced like huge hits. One of them being "All I Want for Christmas Is You," of course. But they worked for a good part of 90s together, and "Hero," "My All," and all those ballads that they've created together were huge hits. But they had a falling out in 1997 with the release of "Butterfly," and they haven't worked together ever since. So this is the first time they're coming together. I'm not sure they got together. Probably Mariah just sent her vocals, and he just put all three's vocals together.
I guess we read some of their fallouts on her book, right? We had some hints there.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Mariah was going through a divorce, and she said that he kind of abandoned her and took side with the other part. So it's gonna be interesting to listen to that and see that, and how 3 generations come together and make a song like this. So this Friday we're gonna hear that, and apart from that, Lorde is coming with her new album Virgin, and of course Alex Warren and Rosé.
It's on our minds. It's on my mind. It's on your mind. It's on everyone's minds.
Exactly. So we're looking forward to that. What else?
Wow. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Well, actually, one other thing that made the news this week was Billboard's 10, top 100 R&B singers of all time. They compiled a list with the R&B legends. Like the staff, Billboard staff picked 100 R&B legends. And
Billboard has been doing a lot of that lately.
Yeah, exactly. Then ranked them. There was a bit subject to some discussion because the top 10 is number 1 is Stevie Wonder, no surprises there. Aretha Franklin follows him. Number 3 is Michael Jackson, and number 4 is Beyonce. Many people were like, okay, Beyonce is a huge influence on R&B. Of course, she's a legend, but she's right above Whitney Houston, and this list is called 10 best R&B singers, and people are like, how can you put Beyonce above Whitney Houston if this is a list of singing? And the Billboard explained it like, okay, this is not just about singing, it's about influence, it's about everything actually.
So
it's not
when
about
it's
just
about
the
influence.
voice.
When it's about influence, I think still Whitney Houston's influences, I think,
exactly,
across generations.
Beyonce is even above Prince. Prince is number 7, Mariah Carey is number 8, and at number 9 we see R. Kelly. I mean, I was surprised to see R. Kelly among all these legends. I mean, of course, R. Kelly's music dominated R&B in 90s. But I never thought of him having that much influence on R&B. Especially with the controversies. I mean, I wasn't expecting R. Kelly to be that high. Above Marvin Gaye and many other R&B legends like Luther Vandross. So most of the list didn't make sense to me. What do you think?
I mean, you mentioned so many artists that, I mean, I was like having this moment here, like we have to even hold our breath, talking about those people. I mean, those people, I think, have not just have influence on us as music listeners and consumers, but I think they had influences on, I mean, these artists like Beyonce and all of these current R&B artists. I mean, if you talk to, I mean, these R&B artists that we mentioned today, like Leon Thomas, I mean, I don't know, Ravyn Lenae, and all